So it looks like we are live.
Yeah. Our first live stream.
We're on. All right. So let's get straight into it. I think we'll just kick it straight off. And we've got an awesome topic for you guys, something that's close to everybody's heart, and everybody can relate to this. And we've seen this in the comments leading up to this tonight, guys. So tonight, we're going to reveal literally the magic fat loss pill that the fitness industry, the supplement industry, doesn't want you to know about. And it's a true story. Okay? And the reason why they don't want you to know about it, the big reason, is because if you knew about it and you knew how to use it properly and you applied it, then you wouldn't be able to get sold all those pills, potions, powders, liquids, those fat burners that they promise are going to do the job for you, and that they're saying they've got the magic pill. You know, we've all been guilty of it, but that's what we're going to reveal tonight. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah, this is what all the elite athletes know about. And just off the bat, guys, for those that have never don't know who we are, I'm Clinton Kay, and this is Glenn Jarvis. We're the founders of Best Bodies International. And Glenn and I have been working together for almost 10 years now, believe it or not. And yeah, we've written a book together, the Live Lean Method, that we're very proud of.
That's right. That's right. And we've also created this Live Lean Pro, which is the online education digital environment fat loss and lean muscle course. So it's super comprehensive. We're awesome and proud of it. Anyway, that's available for you guys as well. So the links will be in the description below after this live. You can go and access that. There's also a free workshop, isn't there, Clint? The free workshop, we've dropped the value of, was $300. It's now free, so you guys can get stuck into it, and that's got everything you need to know to take your results to the next level straight away. So without further ado, we want to get into this discussion. Clint, you got a little bit to lead off with?
I think, guys, if you can hear us all right, if you can just give us a thumbs up in the comments section, let us know that we're coming through okay and you can hear us.
Yeah, is the sound good? Because that's we really want to figure out if the sound's going well, guys, so you can hear us, you know.
Yeah.
Also,
if you want to give us a little bit of love, we'd love for you to share this live on your Facebook if you could. That'd be fantastic. We'd really appreciate that.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, just let us know where you're listening from in the world. We'd love to know whereabouts you're located, so if you could just put in the comment section where you're from. Even if you're watching on the replay, let us know where you are located. That'd be fantastic. We'd really appreciate that. Yeah.
That's it. And also, if you've got any comments, we want to see from you guys where you think the magic fat loss pill might actually be. You know, what it could possibly be, or what you consider it might be. Just put that in the comments as well. So we're really interested to hear some feedback. We've had a lot of interest already, and people have been hitting us up and actually asking us, can we buy the fat loss pill? Can we get it from you? And we're sort of like, well, just tune into the live and you'll figure it out from there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, all will be revealed shortly. We'll get into it and we'll tell you exactly what we believe is the magic fat loss pill. But yeah, I think... What do you guys think? Do you think that there actually is a magic fat loss pill? Do you think it actually exists or not?
Well, you know what? I think we're all guilty of that. But look, let's kick into it. Let's actually start discussing the topic, and we want to kick it off by getting familiar with what's actually already out there in terms of these magic fat loss pills that the supplement industry has been selling us for years. Now, before we go any further, right, there are some killer products on the market, killer products made by some super smart people at the top of the pile of this industry, but they're very few and far between, like super few and far between. And there are also very few supplement shops that have your best interest at heart, that want to sell you the most kick-ass products. And particularly when it comes to fat burning, they're going to be selling you some of the best products you can possibly get your hands on. They're very few and far between. And in Australasia, there's really only one significant chain of shops that kicks ass, okay, that looks after you, and they've got some cutting edge products in there. But once again, very few and far between. So when I get that out, not all supplements are bad. In fact, some of them are absolutely killer. So now you guys will be familiar with some of them too. So right off the bat, how many times have you gone to a supplement shop? And I know I've done it, and Clint's done it, we've all done it. And even not too recently got to try a product, and I just got that little flutter of, is this going to do it for me? You know what I mean? And I'm watching, am I getting leaner as I'm taking this thing? And as soon as you buy it, correct me if I'm wrong, but do you get a little hit? Do you get a little pump in the step as you walk out that shop and you're keen to try it and your training sessions just perk up a little bit just from buying it. You know, who can say that they've experienced that? I know I have. You know, Clint.
It's the arginine in there, isn't it? That gives you that tingle.
Yeah, they have a little. So they have arginine and they have a couple of other, you know, stimulatory products in there, particularly thermogenics, raise the body temperature as well, just a smidge, and so you feel like it's working. But it's also a stronger effect nearly than that. It's called the placebo, folks. Placebo works. You ever seen those double-blind studies? Placebo improves over the people that don't receive anything. Placebo gets a boost and they receive nothing, but they get a pill. And then the people that actually get the pill get the results as well. Placebo benefits as well. So that's just the power of the mind. You buy something, you eat it, you think you're doing, you know, it's benefiting you.
But
So-
is it actually working? That's the question.
Yeah. So some of the top fat burning products that are out there in the marketplace, right? L-carnitine. Okay, so L-carnitine, you guys have all heard of it. So that is a fat burning substance. You've got your thermogenic agents in there. You've got the products that heat up your body temperature. You've got synephedrine. You've got caffeine. You've got a whole combination of these things that give you a kick and an energetic effect, right? And these are all your Lipo-6. You see them in the shops. This is your extreme cuts. You know, this is your hydroxycut hardcore. And you see all these shredded, all these different names of all these different products. And really they're just repeats of each other on the shelf with a different label around them. But they're all promising one thing: to be that magic fat burning pill, right? That we are all looking for. So they're kind of preying on us in that sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can relate to that. I know Clint can relate to that. The other thing is, and that's becoming sadly more popular, and a friend of mine hit me up recently and asked me about it. It's a drug. It's called clenbuterol. It's becoming very popular in the sports industry. It's becoming very popular in the gyms. For people just to shred down for summer or for stereosonic or whatever. And just a quickie, that is the most toxic substance you could possibly have in your body. It is a drug, it's a controlled substance. The side effects go on for days in terms of pages. Nobody really attributes or understands the side effects of that stuff, but it is toxic for the heart. So there's a word of warning out there, guys. There's no quick fix that you can buy off the shelves right now or that you can buy off the underground market that promises the fat burning pill solution you're looking for. Okay, ephedrine's another one. That's illegal. That's also not going to cut the mustard either. Not compared to the fat burning pill we're going to reveal to you just very shortly.
And yeah, none of these that Glenn have just mentioned is as powerful as what we're about to share with you very soon.
That's right. So in the comment section, guys, just keep pumping up. I want to see that. Yeah, we've got a few comments coming through.
Yeah, and thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for supporting us.
Any questions coming through there? We're just trying to read those off the screen. So we sort of set the stage now. The fat burners that you buy in the marketplace, they're all sold to you like they are the magic fat burning pill, right? That's the thing. This is what we're here to discuss about and trying to understand that. And also reveal to you what the most powerful and most potent of all the fat burners there are in the marketplace, the actual magic pill. And, you know, it's a magic pill that actually some of you are going to find really tough to swallow, to be honest. And it's going to be something that's going to shock you, and it's also going to wow you, as well as really give you an understanding of what it takes to get the amazing results you're looking for. So I guess the next part of the topic is who's using this pill right now? Who's actually using this thing?
All the elite athletes, they know it, but they don't really, I guess, share it that easily. It's more on the inner circle.
Yeah.
Certainly, you know, this is the magic pill that I used recently to get into ripping condition.
So yeah, guys, Clint knows the fat burning pill. He does. Well, I know it. He knows it, and he applied it recently. He used it recently. And the thing is, with it, it's so powerful. You can use it incredibly intensely. You can use it short-term whack, and get incredible results. You can also feather it back a little bit, and you can get, you know, really advanced results and more that are still pretty rapid, but much more sustainable. You can also then use it moderately, and you can actually, you know, sort of cruise on it and get some really good results and just sustain yourself for a long, long time on it. Not just a long time, but actually, you know, almost indefinitely on it. And that's the power of it. It absolutely drives incredible results. So Clint looked phenomenal and captured himself, and he had some great photos and stuff like that. So this is what brought us to this discussion tonight, to really let this out of the box. And we want to reveal it to you guys because I don't think we've seen or heard of anybody or people reveal it to you properly yet and actually emphasize how important it is and how vital it is and how powerful it is and how it really, really will disrupt the fitness industry in terms of you won't be able to get sold all those magic pills that are sitting on the shelf because you won't need them. But the really good ones do have their place, like we said, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we've been seeking this magic pill for over 20 years.
True.
Each trying in the quest to build that ultimate physique. And yeah, we've been looking high and low, read every article, tried every diet that there is to get in that absolute ripping physical condition that we were seeking for whatever reason. This is what we've discovered. This is what we've found actually works.
Yeah. So observing. So to give you a bit of an idea, if you've ever seen, and everybody would have had a friend or know a friend or have somebody who's competed, right, on a bodybuilding stage. You know, a fitness competitor, bikini competitor, a girl, guy, doesn't matter, fitness, whatever level. And you've watched their journey. They get absolutely shredded, right? They pick the date for the show, and even a novice, right, first timers come out and their body transforms. Now, those athletes, although it seems like there are hundreds of them when they're all gathered there competing in a show, which there are, there's often 200, 300, 400 of them in a weekend, it's still a very small percentage of the population that actually use this ultimate fat burner and to get these incredible results. Now, they all have one thing in common, and they all know it, and they all use it, but they will not tell you about it in a way to educate you about it. It's just something that they either inadvertently hold back or they just think you're not interested. But little do they know that you're actually trying to get that similar type of results even though you don't want to compete. You know, everyone wants to get a little bit leaner, a little bit better. We're talking to the 9 out of 10 people here. We're not talking to the people who are competing, except some of them will understand what we're talking. In fact, all of them will understand what we're talking about.
Shane Capo from New Zealand says that he's never believed in a magic pill.
He's never believed in a magic pill, Shano. And you know what? We have got to that point now where we're really doubting. We were doubting the magic pill all the way through, when really it was actually in our faces the whole time. The magic pill. The funny thing about it is that it was in our faces the whole time. And the interesting thing is that it's not essentially our information either. It's not our particular product that we've come and invented. It is old, right? It is old and it's used by the most elite of the elite of the elite competitors. Now, I know that we're not interested at all in bodybuilding and things like that, but we learn from these guys at the top level and pass these things down, and they come down and get filtered down to us in the gym. We want to get really good results for our body types. Whatever our goals are, they're all different, but we generally want to be leaner, we want to control the body fat. We do want a set of abs at some point, we want to rock down the beach if we can, if someone want to look great.
Yeah, and I mean, this is what brought Glenn and I together. He originally introduced me to this magic pill, which we'll tell you in a minute. But yeah, I was a professional athlete. I studied sports science at university. I taught health and fitness in high schools.
Trained his ass off too, by the way.
Trained my ass off. I was in the gym 5-6 times a week. I was buying all the supplements, spending all my money on it, and I just couldn't get that absolute ripping condition that I was seeking. And it's not for everyone, but I think everyone at some point in their life should aim to get themselves into that optimal peak physical condition. But anyway, that's what brought Glenn and I together, and he was the first person to show me it, and it's so simple that some of you may not even really want to hear it, to be honest, and it might even disappoint some people when we do reveal it, but it works. It's what you need to do to get into that condition. It's really that simple.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. So the magic fat burning pills and the magic fat burning powders and the liquids that you've got now in the marketplace that are all screaming at us to buy, and they're tempting. Still the odd occasion have a look, but then nothing's going to tempt me more than utilising what we've got. That's for sure now. But they're all tempting, and the thing is, they are all sitting on the shelf and they're all making money. And they're all making money because we don't change our nutrition. We walk into the store and we go, we want to get a bit leaner. We get sold a fat burner.
Mm.
And it's a basic kind of, it gives you a little bit of a kick of energy. The ingredients are all roughly the same or similar, and you've got a little bit of a carnitine that's going to break fat cell wall down and make it more easier to burn as energy and for fuel for the muscle and fuel for your metabolism, and you're going to get burnt up, and your later body fat's going to reduce down there. The promises of it. But when we don't address our nutrition, those fat burners just don't do absolutely nothing. They will do nothing for you. And everybody can attribute to that. But there isn't actually a magic fat burning pill out there that's taken the world by storm.
Not in the sense that a lot of you guys that are tuning in are actually thinking, an actual magic pill.
Yeah, and this topic is, the thing is, it's got a lot of interest and it's got a lot of people coming to us for it. And it just goes to show that this promise of the fat burning pill is alive and kicking people, which means you don't have the knowledge that you need to control your body to the level that you want to control them. Now, like I said, you don't have to get ripped and shredded. You don't have to be like Mr. Olympia. And 9 out of 10 gym people just don't want to be, and even less want to be that. Not just want to be. We'd all love to be that at some point, but don't want to push our lives that far as those people, and we love those people for doing that, but we want to maintain it or get a very advanced level or even an elite level on our terms, and so how do we do it? We go to the shop and we get sold a fat burner, and we hope that that's going to do well for us, and guess what, in 2 to 3 weeks it's not working, and intuitively, how many people have got a packet at home that's half full, right? Half full.
I mean, I could have sold a dozen of these magic fat burning pills. I've been getting messages from people saying, "Hey man, can you send me some of those pills, those magic pills?" And I'm just really surprised that people actually believe that there is a magic pill that you can take and it's,
and it just goes to show how unknowledgeable we are as people to be searching for that constantly now and looking for that as the answer. And where 1 out of people in the gym, 1 out of 10 basically, or 2 out of 10 in the gym have complete control and they're in great shape year round. They know it, they use it, they apply it, they have it in their lives. And those people do something that's very different to the majority of us out there. And really the power that all these athletes are using, and that all these top competitors are using, that all these Instagram models are using, and everybody who's using this thing, I think it's time that we actually reveal what this fat burning pill is. We've hyped this bloody thing up.
I think you guys are ready. You guys ready? Let us know. Ready to hear what the magic fat burning pill actually is?
We just want to see a few more comments of who thinks they actually know what it is.
Ruka's saying Kia ora. Hey, Kia ora.
Yep.
It's a New Zealand thing.
Kia ora.
Sonia Petrebsky. Hey, how you doing?
Hey Sonia, how are you?
Yeah. And good old mum. It's always number one support.
Yeah, lovely. Love you, mum. Love you. So the number one thing is that we're going to be teaching you on this episode is that there actually is, in fact, a fat burning pill. It is a magic pill, and it is a magic bomb. And now you've often heard people say, that's a tough pill to swallow. And you go, what's that? It could be breaking up with your wife, it could be having a problem with your job, it could be any type of thing, an altercation. Someone doesn't pay you for a contract work, bro, that's a tough pill to swallow. And the pills come in all shapes and sizes, right? And this pill comes in the shapes and size, and there's nothing can trump this for power, and nothing can trump this for speed, how quickly you can get ripped with it, and nothing can trump it for how wholesome and how good it is for you as well. So there's no side effects. You don't have to trust a company to build it for you and make sure it's pure and make sure there's no nasties in it, because there was actually a supplement review on last night on TV, if anyone saw it, Channel 9. 90% of supplements tested had things like arsenic, heavy metals, toxins, all sorts of things. Some of the things on the label that were listed weren't there, and some of the things that were in the product weren't listed on the labels as well. 90%, so that means 10% of the stuff in the shops across the board, potentially 10% is actually okay. And of that 10%, I can tell you right now, there's probably less than 2% of those products are awesome for you. And like I said, they're only contained in just a few stores and one kick-ass store chain here in the country. We're not pumping up tyres, but we just know the facts here in Australasia. So like I said, nothing is as strong as this. Now, the power of this pill is harnessed within food. So the magic fat burning pill the industry doesn't want you to know about. They don't want you to control or understand or know the true power of nutrition and food. Because if you did, if you knew that, you would get ripped and shredded on just food, and you would go into the supplement store and you would buy the most powerful elite product you could, and you'd use it just for a few weeks to get you really shredded for a photo shoot, or a month to get you ready for some sort of event. And this is the absolute facts, people. We really wanted to bring you down and raise the importance of food and nutrition and bring it back to that. Just steer off all these supplements for now and just harness the power of food.
Bring it back to the basics. And I know that's not what everyone wants to hear. You know, some people might be crying fake news, but
Well, you know what?
you know, it really is the magic pill. Nutrition and knowing how to manipulate your nutrition to get the result that you're seeking. So it really is that simple, guys. That is the number one biggest fat burning pill that there is nutrition and food, and just knowing how to manipulate the food.
So over the course of 20 years, since being in not just the fitness industry but applying it and building a physique and building a body and trying all these different things, and then finding out that getting shredded was all about food, and throwing in a fat burner at the right time at the end, or at the right times to just accelerate it. It's like having a car with a turbocharger on the engine. You know, you put the turbocharger once you've got the nutrition right. You know, that's your supplement on the engine, and it flies. Whereas if you just run into supplements and don't change the engine, you don't even have an engine, it's going to do nothing. There will absolutely nothing will happen. So the key is, right, the magic recipe, the magic fat burning bomb is, at these different speeds, is your nutrition. Now, it's meal composition, okay? And it's carefully calibrated, and it's carefully coordinated. And once you've got that recipe, and there's 3 speeds of the recipe that we teach, but once you've got that recipe, you can have initiated results, you can have novice results, you can go to advanced, and then you can go to absolutely elite, ripped and shredded, okay? So anyone can go from novice to advanced to ripped and shredded. All in the book, all in the pro, all in the products. But the thing is with it is that there's another thing that is even more important than the nutrition itself, or it's just as important. If you don't have the 2 things together, then it doesn't work as well. And that thing is
preparation, planning, lunchbox, getting your lunchbox ready.
It's so simple, it's stupid, right?
Yeah.
It is so simple, it's stupid.
It sounds easy, sounds silly, but really, being prepared, planning ahead of time, you know, having a plan. that's what you need to do to get the results.
And the plan can be so simplified and so easy. It's beyond silly, right? It's ridiculous to think that not everybody knows how to do it. Every athlete's got it. Every athlete, what they do is they prepare their meals from when they walk out of the door in the morning to when they get home after the training at gym at night, right? So there's that day. Now, if you walk out of the house and you're not prepared, but you think, oh, well, I know what to eat, so I'll just sort of go to the cafe, go to the shops, go here and there and piece my diet together as I'm going along through my day.
Yeah.
You're missing the mark. You're never going to get ripped and lean. You're never going to develop the physique that you want doing that.
Yeah.
And you're just wasting time.
Yeah.
Whereas you get the meal composition right, you have the plan of the food, and it's easy to follow. It's so simple, it's stupid. And then you put that into a lunch kit. All right, your lunch kit. So it's with you with you 5 to 6 days a week.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, guess what happens? You just eat, sleep, train, repeat, and it's easy. And you've got your meals perfectly calibrated. Everything's set out. It's basic. It's fast. You can do it daily. You can do it bi-daily. You can do meal prep if you like, whatever. And that is the magic formula, because protein from food is the most powerful fat burner the body has access to. It actually has the ability to burn 4 calories per gram of protein. So if you have 200 grams of protein per day, you burn 800 calories approximately just from sitting on your ass eating it. All right, it goes into the furnace of your metabolism. It breaks down. There's energy being used to metabolize it. It's getting converted there, and it's getting fed into the muscle, and then it's augmenting into muscle tissue. And you're starving the body fat at that time as well. So as long as you're moderating your carbs, you know how to do it. Meal composition. That's it, people. That is the magic fucking recipe, and it's the magic pill that the fitness industry doesn't want you to know about. And now they don't really know that they don't want you to know about it either. They just, if you did know, they would be literally selling a shitload less of shit product, that's for sure. Because right now they can sell you anything, because as a group we're not educated enough, and if we were, they would only stock the elite products and they would only
Yeah.
carefully moderate them and let you have them or know that
Yeah.
you're going to come in for them because they know you know how to use them.
Yeah.
But because we're just like schlamps to the slaughter, they just fire
Yeah.
off the next fat burner, make $30, $40 a pop, and if they can sell 500 products a month, which is a goal,
Yeah.
happy days for them and bullshit for us.
Like Glenn and I could get into that optimal peak physical condition without any sports supplements at all, if we wanted to.
That's right. Just like every competitor out there. So we are, you know, not completely unique in what we do, but the mythology is completely unique because it teaches you how to crawl, walk, and run. From anyone can become from a novice, not knowing anything about it, to quickly move to advanced in a matter of 4 weeks, and another 4 weeks moved to the opportunity to tackle the elite level and actually execute it and go through. And you'll be amazed. There's a recipe there that only the athletes have been having access to, and you've got to literally pay $200 a week for 6 months to learn this 2-week recipe to get you stage ready for competition. And that's what this is. It's an amazing finishing recipe. So you get that in there as well.
So if the magic pill is nutrition and preparation, the only other objection that I can think of is that you don't know actually what to put in your lunchbox. And Glenn and I have done that for you. We've created the Live Lean workshop, and inside that we have the Lean Week diet. So we've actually got a diet in there that has a weekly timetable, has day plans. It tells you exactly what to eat and when to eat it. It tells you exactly what to put into your lunchbox to get into optimal physical condition so you can build your best body. So really there is no excuses.
Zero excuses, guys. Yeah, and we made this. So there's a million diets out there. The question is, why the fuck would we make another one? Why? What's so good about us? Why? And why did we not rush it out 5 years earlier, 2 years earlier, 3 years earlier, whatever, get on the market? Because guess what? Anyone can go from here and go on this cheese grater or go to an elite level and just follow a diet down to the wire, right? And anyone can do it, but it takes a big step to do it. And once you go over there, you get fantastic results. You see them all the time. And what happens like a rubber band after the 10, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, you snap back out of that and you go back to where you were starting from before, right? Because it's so much of a big step. There are micro steps to get to that big step. And there are those steps in the middle are where you want to sit and where you want to operate your body, all right? And you need the basic skills to be taught to you. No bullshit, no upselling, no fucking frills, just straight to exactly what works. We want to teach you how to fish.
Yeah.
And that's the key. That's the magic pill.
So guys, you know, the question is, where are you right now? Are you happy with where you're at physically? And if not, what does that mean for you? What does it mean if you don't actually take action and make a change to improve that? You know, you're still carrying too much body fat? Are you still, you know, embarrassed to take your shirt off down at the beach? Are you not happy with what you see in front of the mirror? You know, are you struggling for energy? Are you feeling depressed and just low? Can you actually run around and play with your children or friends and family? Like, what does it mean to you? Like, if you don't actually take action to improve your current situation?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
I don't want to answer. I do want to answer on behalf of everyone. All right, forgive me for shooting off, but do you know what it means? It means nothing. Because you know what? You're not going to do anything tomorrow, the next day, and we've all been guilty of it. And you're not going to do anything the day after. And you don't have to take a big giant leap step down the girder of this giant cheese grater diet and think, oh, I can't be bothered dieting to the extreme. You don't have to. This is the key with it. The mythology is designed, it's a teaching syllabus. So it teaches you how to crawl, walk, and run your way. And it's exciting because you're learning all the way through and you think, oh my God, is it that simple? Oh my God. And then you go to the next stage of, oh my, it's that simple, but I can see the step. Shit. Wow. And it's coming off as you're doing it. So that's it.
And sometimes you got to dish up a little bit of tough love for those of you that are not, you know, willing to take that action. I mean, if you really want it, you've just got to take it by the horns and you've got to make it happen. You know,
That's right.
Ultimately, it's up to you, really.
That's right.
At the end of the day, you got to take responsibility. But the good news is that you know, that unhappy, overweight lifestyle that you may or may not find yourself in, you know, it doesn't have to be the outcome for you. There's a solution. We've created a solution. We've spent over 10 years putting the solution together in a really easy step-by-step recipe. Follow it, you will build your best body.
That's right.
100%
And we say it's 10 weeks to learn and a lifetime to master. Because look, who do you listen to? You know, and just briefly, like I said, we're not Mr. Olympias. We're not currently competing.
Yeah.
We're not going crazy.
For us, it's about building our best body.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Glenn's body's different to mine, and you know, he's more into bulk, and I'm more into lean, I guess. And you know, that's a personal
Sporty,
choice. Yeah,
you know,
sport.
whatever makes
Yeah.
you tick, right? But what I'm saying is that we're not claiming to be the Mr. Olympias in the end of it, but we've seen this massive gap in the market, and it's the education, and that's why we built it in an educational format. So, and education said, oh man, that's a bit too taxing, but once you get into this and start reading it, it breezes through. It makes simple, logical sense of everything that's so cluttered and complicated out there. So. This was to get you guys' attention. We wanted to draw the impact down onto nutrition, right? And how fucking important it is and how vital it is. And that is the thing you need to focus on. You just delete all the crap out and get onto this recipe, right? Get onto the recipe.
This is the actual magic pill.
Yeah, and start focusing on that, right? And everything else takes care of itself. Food is the ultimate power. So every single competitor out there, we've learned a truckload from you guys. I've competed myself. I've learned a truckload through that experience. We've dieted down many, many times, many athletes, and some of them to the elite highest levels of a sport in Australia, a physique sport, guys and girls, and we've watched it every time. And each time along the journey, before we get to this point, started losing my interest for these fat burners because nothing replaced the power of nutrition, the simplicity of it. And when you've got the cleanest diet, and it's not the most boring, that's what works. It's the fat burning bomb, and your body's got all the answers. So we're here to wake everybody up and turn on a bit of a light, shine that for us, and say, look, this is the foundation, and you can choose the speed that you burn your body fat at and gain your lean muscle tissue at. So it's all about education. So that's what this topic was about. We're going to wrap it up.
Yeah. So thanks for being here, guys. I guess from here, you know, really the action that you need to take is to actually start preparing your food. Get your head around, jump in, take advantage of the Lean Week workshop.
Yeah.
We've got the Lean Week diet in there, so you'll be able to know exactly what you need to put in that lunchbox. We've also got a lesson on there about sports supplements, which gives you that little bit of 2% extra, but really it's in the nutrition. We've got the ultimate training method in there for men and women, so we go through sets, reps.
Exactly what to do, how to optimize your training.
Yeah.
You walk into the gym, you go from someone who's not sure exactly what to do. We show you what to do, but it's not just reps and sets, it's how hard to work to make those sets and reps count. Because I'll tell you something quickly, every training program on the planet works. Every single one. All right? That'll head spin you. Every single one. So why have we only chosen 3? Huh? I don't know. What do we know? We know that putting the effort and the energy in this correct specific amount of time that you've got in the gym turns you into a results machine. It's as simple as that. All right? So that's what we teach you in there.
Yep. We also got the mindset, the elite mindset techniques and strategies that the top athletes use to get into that peak
So we're
condition.
revealing there's a lot of the athletes inner circle stuff to you guys. There's the real information, the stuff that makes them tick and that you can use to put into your life so you can just get your results on autopilot and look like an absolute gun, right? In no time, and share it with your friends. Simple as that.
So that's all inside the workshop. The link is in the comments section below, so you just jump in. There's no cost to you there. You can get access to it. We've really
It's free for
over-delivered.
limited time, but let's,
Yeah. Those that want to take it to the next level, you've got the book. It's all there. If you're self-motivated, if you don't need support, then the book's for you. And for those that are looking for the ultimate level of support and community and professionalism,
and information. So
information,
Live Lean Pro is
Live Lean
in the
Pro.
palm of your hand. It's the latest technology platform. We're actually going to do a tutorial on that in the next one probably. We're coming up. We're getting a lot of requests for that, so we'll show you all about it.
It's got discussion forums, we've got quizzes,
Yeah.
we've got weekly videos, we've got over 170 audios threaded throughout that
Fleshing
program.
out exactly, for example, BCAAs. It comes up, you press play, and we flesh out what BCAAs are, real language terms. Not scientific bullshit. It's straight to the point, and you know why you're doing it, what it's for, and then you can get some detail on it as well. So we teach you how to flesh.
Essentially, we're on the journey with you. We're there with you, supporting you. So if you ever have any questions pop up, you're in the supermarket, you can pop a question in the discussion forum and we get back to you. We're there throughout that journey to make sure that you, 100% at the end of that 10 weeks or however long you're mapping out your, for the special event, we make sure you actually do build your best body. But that's inside the Live Lean Pro. But yeah, I think that's about it.
That's pretty much a wrap. So we'll sign it off. So you're going to see us on here. We're going to be regular feed. and we're going to be coming at you with some real facts. We're going to come at you with a lot of industry truths. We're going to really discuss the minutiae. The number one thing is we want you to take away, actually, get this. So you make your breakfast at home really quickly, your lunch kit, quick snippet, what should be going in it. A snack, right, mid-morning, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock snack. Your lunch from the night before, you want to cook 2 dinners and put 1 lunch in there. And for a guy, you want to have 2 lunches, all right, space them out a couple of hours apart. Then you want to have a 3 o'clock snack, right? And then you want to have a little wee snack before your training session at 5 p.m. So there's a little quick clue for you. Get your lunch pack organised, and that's going to bridge those gaps between those times so you can get kick-ass results every day on autopilot, getting your normal of looking awesome.
What should they do before breakfast?
Well, before breakfast is fasted cardio. Think about that one as well. Empty stomach, get up, get a coffee down here, go out, you do your 30 minutes cardio.
That's magic.
Bang.
Fasted cardio.
Hit it. Anyway,
Yeah.
a couple of snippets for you. Stay tuned, there's heaps more.
Guys, we've also just opened our Best Bodies International Facebook business page.
Oh yeah, we need some love as well, so please.
Yeah, so if you're enjoying what we're putting out, please like and support our new business.
Yep. Comments, questions, likes, dislikes, we want everything. You know, no matter what you're thinking.
Yeah.
If you think we're just full of it, we want to hear about it. We want to. If you think we're into it, you love it, show us the love, and we want to hear all about it. So we're up for a debate. Let's do it.
Yeah. And for those that have commented already, we will jump in there now and answer your questions and try and get back to you as soon as possible. But thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to. We're going to try and make this a weekly thing.
Well, this is a weekly thing, folks. So tune in. So every week we're going to be delivering you content. We're going to be giving you access, and there you have it. It's all about building your best body, right?
Thanks, guys.